Black and Tales from Finland. This time we go all the way to tape. This one is a tape that got released already, well, quite a few years ago. When it arrived here anyway, it was already quite old, but like the saying goes, music doesn't get old, only the people listening to music get old. This one is Curse Eternal with a tape release. This was also released later on CD version, but back in the days when I got this for review, well, it was certainly this tape version, which is right here. As you can see, Antichristian Ceremonial Madness. As the typical format goes, with this kind of a J inlay, you will find not only the lineup, which is not that famous with these monikers, but let's just say this is a side project of some sort of anonymous death metal people, or black metal people in Finland having this kind of a side project. Let's tune for the band's Metal Archive site for a little bit of a background while I tell you a little bit about this music. As you can see, there is no date mentioned when this band was founded, but there is one demo from 2017, haven't heard it, and then this full-length album from 2018, and I think it was back then when I got this, originally released, as you can see, on tape, and a little bit later by Flesh Vessel on CD, but this is from Till You Fucking Bleed, tape version. Here we have some 10 tracks, 35 minutes, so yes, definitely full album, even though it might be a tape. Now, the style has been compared to Niflheim, except that I think it's a little bit, I guess, not so chaotic and not so fast tempo all the way through, even though there are lots of fast paces and faster parts anyway. But the thing here is the band is kind of well balancing it, between different tempos. There are those parts where there's kind of a black trash, or should we just say first wave of black metal kind of a thing goes right against your head with the pounding and pounding elements. And then again it manages to slow down with more kind of a mid-tempo ways of creating those riffs. What is instantaneously very interesting is that you will find those guitar leads quite dominating. There are lots of melodic parts which then again constitute to the, say, more restful part of the album. That is, it's not so chaotic all the way down, even you might think about that when you're thinking about Niflheim. And curiously enough, if you click on Curse Eternal here on Metal Archive's site, you will only find Niflheim mentioned as the similar artist for the band, which I guess is very much true in certain levels, but there are also other bands that come to my mind because of that, and I think two bands from Sweden actually, which kind of remind me because of these melodic parts. One is Tribulation, which is often called more like a death metal band that later on went to sort of gothic, but they have these dominating guitar leads and melodic parts which are, in my opinion, rather similar in style. Then again, also it reminds me of band Vampire, which is kind of a, well, death trash, black trash, depending how you want to see it, but it definitely has something to go with, Curse Eternal as well. I'm not saying they are all together similar, just reminding me of certain bands and parts. And because of this Niflheim, once again, meeting this other Swedish band, it's kind of related to all of these bands, yet not exactly sounding any of them too much. That's just my opinion about it. And I think the debut album is quite nicely laid out. That is, you have the certain kind of catchiness, you have the kind of old school insanity factor right there in the play, the kind of a crazy way to approach black metal, the first wave type. But let's be honest about it, I still think this is a kind of a hastily done. That is, the songs could be a lot better, especially when I'm thinking about some of the members' death metal skills. So while it's definitely quite promising in fact, I think the band the members have better projects going on, better main bands, if you will. That is not to say you shouldn't now check Curse Eternal. In my opinion, it's rather worth it because, they have the kind of a crazy intense mentality right here, and the melodic lead parts kind of create some certain level of interest and engagement, which is a fundamental factor in this release. So definitely give it a go, but just don't expect the album of the year of 2018 and you're pretty much good to go. Definitely for fans of old school black metal or fans of black trash, check it out and let me know how you like it.